does it just kind of take a weight off your shoulders that, okay, this is taken care of, I don't have to worry about this, I can put all my energy on it?
Yeah. I mean, for me, going out in the field every single day, I'm trying to do what the team needs to win. I like to say I'm a winning ball player every time I show up to the field. So given the security of being in the same city for the next 8 years, just allows me to be even more of a, not even more of a winning ball player, just stay the same guy. I mean, I never plan to change as a person, and just happy to go out there and be a winning ball player for the team and do whatever they need me to do.
You got drafted a couple years back. Do you see yourself, this is kind of how it would be playing out?
No, of course not. Of course not. I don't like to get too much into the future. I didn't really have any expectations of how anything would go, but I just knew that going out and playing and being a winning ball player every day was going to get me somewhere good and somewhere I wanted to be. So Mariners like to talk about process, and that's just kind of my process, and it's worked for me, and it's been really great. I've been really blessed, and it's been great, really.
It seems like being present is something that's really important to you.
100%.
Where does that kind of come from?
Just well, not only my parents preach it, team preaches it, and there has been times, especially in the lower levels, that I got ahead of myself and thinking like, oh, if I do good here, I can get called up, and like it never works good. Well, it never works out, and I think just those experiences have just shown me that like being where your feet are is the best spot, and it'll get you to where you want to be quicker than looking forward.
The Mariners preach that, and obviously that's part of their big mental skills coaching. Have you taken advantage of that over time here?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have a lot of great mental skills resources and a lot of great people in the org, and they go out of their way to make sure you know, and we have meetings about it, and I utilize it all, and it's there to help us. It's not there to hurt us, so it's really great.
You've also talked a lot about your dad being a big presence in your life. Like, your first hitting coach, right?
Yeah, of course.
What have your conversations been with him for this process?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, my dream was all to be a big league baseball player and to be able to make a living doing that. And it's came so quick that there hasn't been like many thoughts or many like conversations about it. It's just like I'm not a very materialistic person, so I'm worried about if I.
I have one question for you. You played in Thursday shortstop this season. The last season, you played second base too. Which position you have more comfortable playing the game?
I played shortstop my whole life, so I'd say shortstop, but I'm happy anywhere on the field. Sorry, let me get back to that. I wasn't. Keith just walked by. I was getting shot. Sorry, what
You're not a very materialistic person. Everything is kind of coming quickly.
It's coming quick, and and I'm just another one. You want to listen to?
Yeah, baby. Salman. That's a great one.
I'm just happy to go out there and just play the game that I love, and feel free that I don't have to worry about anything other than winning ball games.
Seems to me like this group here. So we're seeing them messing with you, but like you're one of the guys. Like,
Yeah.
Is that kind of the goal with you? Is that you're not viewing this as, hey, this makes me different as a player? This is
No.
Yeah.
No, this only makes me more of part of the team. The in the clubhouse, contract doesn't matter. Nothing matters other than being a good teammate, and it's hard to describe to people that aren't in the clubhouse, but it's like a family, and nobody's bigger than the family. We're all one, and that's how I treat it. No matter what clubhouse I'm in, that's how I'm going to treat it, and hopefully everybody can respect that.
Jerry said you and Michael were the two kind of younger players who just immediately commanded respect from the veterans who were new to the organization. You just drew a lot of praise at spring training for the way that you go about your work. At what point did you sort of realize that this is how I'm gonna ingratiate myself in life? If you're the hardest worker, you're always gonna have a spot in the clubhouse, right?
You just go around and look at the clubhouse and look at the guys in the clubhouse and are role models per se. Cal Raleigh, I mean, he shows up to the field in spring training at 5:30 in the morning every morning. That's the example that he sets, and that's the example that I follow and that I want to set too. And there's a lot of hard workers in the clubhouse, a lot of hard workers in the minor leagues, and that's just a testament to the Mariners and how they pick guys. And everybody's got the same goal, and everybody works really hard, and it's cool to be able to do that. And I don't know too many orgs that have that type of culture, but the culture here is just so incredible. I can't even describe it.
Was there a moment where you were like, okay, I see myself being with this organization? Obviously, it's been a slow burn, but was there a moment where you were like, if they ask me to sign, I will sign. Like, this is where I want to be for the foreseeable.
Oh yeah. I mean, immediately when I got drafted in 23, and the All-Star game was in Seattle, and Tiago called my name, I knew it was special from that moment. And from that moment on, I was just like, this is going to be my spot. I hope so. And it ended up being, and that's all part of God's plan. And I'm just so thankful and grateful for just the opportunity, really.
Kind of hit their personal kind of plans, but some have speculated that in this country there's some risks to it, right? That you're not getting the big leagues to show what you're truly capable of yet, kind of banking rewards there. Do you not see it that way? How do you view the contract when it comes to that? You're getting this taken care of before you get to the big leagues.
Yeah, no, I just see it as they want me to come up and be a winning player and do anything I can to help the team win.